What is going on YouTube? It is Flopfish here, and welcome to Packing It Up, episode number 19. We are jumping straight into the gameplay against the Edmonton Oilers fan who's rocking the Bridgeport Sound Tigers / that Islanders jersey that no one seems to like. And they're probably a pretty weird person because they are position locking on, I believe, left defense. They position locked on left defense, which is kind of weird, you know. Especially in HUT. I can see it in online versus play, but in HUT it's kind of weird to lock onto a position, I find. Even in online versus play, I just find, you know, it's got its pros and cons, I guess, but regardless, you know, pretty solid gameplay here, and I was actually really confused for, like, it was hard to kind of attack it because they weren't switching. And you couldn't play knowing that you were playing against the computer. You were playing against the computer and one player. Right here I make a costly mistake because I thought it was actually like regular ice, not international. I actually could have gotten the puck with Hiller there, but unfortunately I decided to run into him, and that was costly, and it ended up being 1-0 off that shorthanded goal there. But it was a fairly dominant game from my perspective. Lots of good scoring chances for me, and I really enjoyed playing this one here. And Huberto's actually going to get a break here as we catch him up, and he's going to go nice little backhand move, 5-hole. What a goal by Jonathan Huberto. Just on an insane tear for us right now. Now he's going to get the puck up again here to the AI. He's actually not going to, the guy controlling it's not going to do anything. And his AI is just going to snipe this glove side with Perron over Hiller. And that was a pretty good shot actually from the AI there. But luckily he ends up taking a penalty on Thomas Vanek, who actually has been playing really good despite not hitting the score sheet for us a ton. And he drew another penalty there. He's drawing a few. And right off the face-off, Tavares is going to win this draw back to Hedman, who's going to absolutely blast it by. And I'm going to actually let the announcers take over for the next little part here.
Hedman, up the middle, through center to Tavares. Big time, score!
That is right off the draw, Hedman dishes it back out to Tavares, and guess what he does? He makes no mistake, and they combine for a goal and an assist in under 30 minutes for both of them. Great job to get the 3-2 lead heading into the third period here. And this is where he gets a bit of a flurry of opportunities here. But luckily, we stay strong in net. Hiller's been an absolute monster for me. Get the puck up to Yakupov, who hasn't hit the score sheet yet. But he is going to go bar down. What a snipe from Nail Yakupov. He really nailed that one into the top corner. And that's the way this game would end. 4-2 as he gets one last late chance here, but it was way too late in the game, and we are going to enjoy a 10-game win streak. I think that's actually one of my longest win streaks in HUT so far, and hey, I'll take it. It's a nice little streak to go on, and we actually really dominated the pace of play here. Anyways, we are going to be jumping into the next game here against a different San Jose Sharks fan from the one we've been playing, and he's actually a pretty good player. This is actually a very, very good game, very fast-paced, even game, and one that I had a ton of fun playing. And we're going to get a nice flurry of opportunities from the top line here. The Huberto Tavares Voracek line, I talk about it every episode, but really, like, it deserves to be talked about every episode because they're just doing absolutely everything. They're just cycling the puck really well, they can shoot the puck really well, and they just combine, especially with Schultz and Ekman Larson, is probably my favorite 5-person line in the game as throughout all of NHL. Maybe you could probably add Start of the Week Malkin in there, but I mean, this line's so good, and just chance after chance for this line, and we got off to a great early start against them here. And hopefully we can keep this up through the entire game. But as you can see, just flurry of shots coming in, and there's really just save after save, and we actually draw a penalty there on a hit from behind. Bit of a weaker call, and one that rarely gets called, but it always seems to get called at an inopportune time. But anyways, as this penalty is expiring, we didn't really generate a lot of he actually had a very solid penalty kill where we couldn't generate a lot of opportunities. He's actually going to get a chance shorthanded. Myers fails to connect on a hit, and Pavelski just absolutely buries that shot high blocker side, making no mistake. But right here, Boschman's going to break up a pass here. Hiller's going to deflect it into the corner. One-timer from the point does not get anywhere. Schultz outlet pass to Yakupov, who, guess what, goes backhand, forehand, and he makes no mistake getting a second in as many games. Once again, this kid line is proving to be really good here. And this time, Thomas Vanek is going to this time have the puck. And there's going to be a penalty drawn somewhere. I believe it was for an interference penalty on the AI. I hate when I get AI penalties, so I can understand this guy's frustration here. But luckily, it doesn't really matter because Gabrick's going to get the puck, skate up the ice, and absolutely snipe a shot to go up 2-1 just before the first period ends, and it was actually a fairly even game. The shots were both around from the same areas. He had a couple more probably from the point, but they were after working around on a cycle. And once again, we're actually going to get another good scoring opportunity here in the second, as Voracek's going to come in with a nice little deke, but cannot convert. And that is the way the second period would wind up. We ended up still being up 2-1. That was a fairly even period for both sides there. And we're going to jump right into the third period here, where the Vanek, Berglund, Gabrick line just starts to go insane. They get a nice little shift here, firing a few shots on net. All are just absolutely stopped by Rinne right on the doorstep. And right here, we're going to get another good scoring chance here, as Boschman's going to pass up to Jeff Carter. Jeff Carter's going to poke it to himself, work one-on-one with the defense. He's going to rifle this shot, going bar down, making it 3-1. And that's what I was trying to do in this game, was get him into one-on-one situations, because I was just absolutely destroying him in them. And right here, we're going to get Hemsky here. He's going to dodge one person, dodge the other, skate through like it's no breeze, go backhand, forehand, and he's going to put this game out of reach, making it 4-1 with a rage quit. And it was honestly a very, very good game, and one that, 4-1, I really converted on my chances and just stopped him whenever I needed to defensively here. So that's the way that game wound up here, and we're jumping into the next game on an 11-game win streak, and we're facing against a Sabres fan here. So early on, Gabrick gets a nice little chance, jumping over a defender and spinning and shooting, but unfortunately no goal there. But we end up drawing a penalty later on, as Ekman Larsson gets hooked up at his own blue line, unable to pass the puck down the ice. And you know what? You don't want to get a penalty on me, especially with Hedman at the point, because what's Hedman going to do? He's going to rip another bomb from the point. That's his third goal from that area, I believe, in like 6 games or so. And we were up 1-0, and that was actually a fairly dominant first period for me. We had lots of time on attack, and they didn't really have a lot. And in the second period here, we're really going to get not a lot going on here. It was a really kind of almost bland period. He did want to drop the gloves a few times, but I really didn't feel like fighting, especially with the lines rolling the way they are. I didn't really want to take any of my players off, and we're actually going to hit the post right as the period expires. And yeah, so the second period actually finished, and again, a period that I felt like I played very well and actually dominated a little bit more than the first. It ended up in a 1-0 lead for me after the second still. And so we jump into the third period here. We're jumping in right into the heart of it, where Hiller's going to pass the puck to Schultz, who whips it around the net for Ekman Larsson, who's going to pass it up to Berglund. Berglund's going to get it up to Gabrick. Gabrick's going to get hit, but once again, Berglund's going to pick up the puck over to Vanek, who finally hits the score sheet for his first time on the Packing It Up roster. And we go up 2-0 right here. Then Berchi's going to get the puck here, and this Berchi, Galchenyuk, and Yakupov line is such a dirty line. Berchi's going to work the puck down low, and he's really going to do work down here, trying to get the puck to the net. This time he actually gets the puck, and he's going to deke around a player, gets the puck back again, and just jams it in the side of the net. Little bit of a cheeky goal there, and we go up 3-0. And that is the way this game would ultimately wind up, as he gets some chances late here, but ultimately cannot beat Hiller, and Hiller is going to record, I believe that's his 6th shutout in 12 games, so he's an absolute monster for me. And yeah, so anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed the episode as always, and as we pull up the stats here, the series info will be in the description below if you guys are new to this series, and everything should be linked up on screen as well as in the description. If you enjoyed the video, maybe toss a like on it, and as always, take it easy and peace out.